Welcome back to the day. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most emotionally charged and heart-wrenching dilemmas currently unfolding in Salem, a mystery soaked in secrecy, guilt, and unbearable family loyalty. What happens when the man who always keeps his cool, E.J. DiMera, must choose between exposing a shocking family secret and saving his son from a life-altering punishment? Grab a cup of tea and settle in as we unravel the dramatic truth. E.J. knows the truth. But can he speak it? E.J. DiMera, known for his sharp mind and unwavering confidence, is now facing a moral crossroads that even he may not be equipped to navigate. Viewers recently witnessed a stunning revelation. During a hypnosis session conducted by the ever-wise Marlena Evans, E.J. finally uncovered the truth behind the shooting that nearly cost him his life. And the answer? It's not a hardened criminal, a long-lost enemy, or a scheming rival. It's his own young niece, Rachel Black. But here's where it gets truly heartbreaking. Even though E.J. remembers Rachel holding the gun and pulling the trigger, he's choosing to remain silent. Why? To protect a child he loves, and perhaps, to shield his entire family from an emotional implosion. Marlena's hypnosis, the key to unlocking the past. Let's rewind to how we got here. Marlena, never one to ignore a gut feeling, was already convinced that Johnny, E.J.'s son, wasn't responsible for the shooting, despite mounting pressure and suspicions. Trusting her instincts, Marlena decided to hypnotize E.J. in an effort to recover lost memories from that fateful night. Although the initial session seemed fruitless, with E.J. claiming he couldn't see the shooter's face, things weren't quite as they seemed. Behind his closed eyes and beneath his polished exterior, E.J. was reliving the moment. And then it came rushing back. Not just the image of Rachel with the gun, but the chilling exchange of words that followed. "Why didn't you give it to me?" This wasn't a line shouted in anger, nor a command barked with fury. Instead, it was soft, almost pleading, the kind of line spoken by a man trying to de-escalate a terrifying situation involving someone he loves. "Why didn't you give it to me?" he asked, a clear reference to the weapon. These 7 words are pivotal. They carry emotional weight. This was not a confrontation with an enemy. It was a gentle attempt to reach out, to protect. And in that moment, E.J.'s voice wasn't just filled with fear. It was filled with heartbreak. The clues are all there. The tone, the words, the desperation, they suggest he was speaking to a child. A child who was scared. A child who didn't understand the full consequences of what she was doing. A child who should have never held that gun in the first place. And that child was Rachel. Why E.J.'s mind blocked the truth? It's common in trauma for the brain to protect itself by suppressing painful or unbearable memories. For E.J., the truth was too devastating to fully accept at first. The mind refused to let him see the face of the shooter because, deep down, E.J. didn't want to believe it. He couldn't stomach the idea that his beloved niece, the daughter of Brady Black and Kristen DiMera, had done something so tragic. But now that the truth is out, E.J. is caught in an impossible position. If he tells the world what he knows, he'll free his son, Johnny, from suspicion, but he'll destroy Rachel's life in the process. If he stays silent, he protects Rachel, but Johnny might pay the price. The complicated relationship with Rachel Black. Rachel has always been a complicated child. Raised in a volatile environment between 2 emotionally unstable parents, she's seen more than most children her age. With Kristen as her mother, unpredictable, passionate, and often ruthless, and Brady constantly trying to keep things under control, Rachel's behavior has long raised concerns. There have been hints that Rachel harbors deep resentment, especially after the death of her grandmother, Marlena's best friend and Rachel's surrogate grandmother, Susan Banks. Some fans even speculate that Rachel believed E.J. was responsible, or at least indirectly to blame, for Susan's tragic demise. Could this misguided belief have driven her to take Johnny's gun, confront E.J., and pull the trigger in a blind wave of emotion? E.J.'s next move, a delicate dance between justice and mercy. So now we ask, what can E.J. do? There's a growing rumor that EJ might try to reframe the narrative, possibly suggesting that Rachel found the gun accidentally and the shooting was a terrible mistake rather than a calculated act of vengeance. This version of events might provide Rachel with a chance at compassion and psychological treatment, rather than a harsh sentence at a juvenile reform institution. But will the courts, or Salem's increasingly watchful citizens, buy it? EJ knows that every word he says carries weight. A well-placed phrase could be the difference between Rachel being branded a criminal and being seen as a troubled child who needs help. Yet that same phrase could also spell doom for his son, Johnny. Can hypnosis sessions reveal more? Spoilers suggest that Marlena isn't done yet. There will be more hypnosis sessions, and with them, perhaps more clarity. Could Rachel herself end up undergoing hypnosis, unlocking suppressed memories that confirm her role in the shooting? Could she even confess? Or, in a dramatic twist, could another person have manipulated Rachel, planting thoughts in her mind, handing her the weapon, and pushing her into a confrontation she wasn't emotionally ready for? Nothing is certain in Salem, except that secrets never stay buried for long. What will happen to Rachel? Should the truth come out, Rachel could face severe consequences, but EJ might still have a trick up his sleeve. As a skilled manipulator and legal mind, EJ could argue for leniency. He might present Rachel as a confused, grieving girl lashing out in a moment of pain, not a criminal. If he succeeds, Rachel might be spared reform school and instead be placed in counseling or under strict home supervision. And perhaps that's the best outcome for everyone. Justice, tempered by mercy. Accountability, wrapped in compassion. Final thoughts: a family torn apart by love in the end. This isn't just about crime and punishment. It's about family. It's about how far one man is willing to go to protect the people he loves. Even when those people turn out to be the cause of his deepest pain. EJ's silence is deafening. His loyalty is admirable. His heartbreak is palpable. But time is running out. Will he continue to protect Rachel at the cost of his own son's future? Or will he speak up, and risk destroying a child's life forever? Stay tuned, Days of Our Lives fans. The truth is coming, and it will change Salem forever. Days of Our Lives update. Intrigue and departures in Salem. Greetings, dear Days of Our Lives enthusiasts. Today, we dive into the swirling drama of Salem, where heartfelt farewells, mysterious medical emergencies, and psychic interventions promise to keep us glued to our screens. The episode, airing on Friday, July 25, 2025, delivers a cascade of emotional moments and unexpected twists, with Doug Williams III bidding adieu, Susan Banks swooping in with her enigmatic abilities, and Marlena Evans facing a health scare that shakes her family to the core. Let's unpack the rich tapestry of events awaiting fans in this gripping installment. In the hallowed halls of Salem's courthouse, a scene of high tension unfolds as Dr. Marlena Evans, portrayed with captivating depth by Deidre Hall, succumbs to a sudden and alarming collapse. The courtroom, usually a stage for legal battles, transforms into a crucible of fear and concern as Belle Black, played with heartfelt intensity by Martha Madison, kneels beside her mother. Belle's voice trembles with desperation as she pleads for Marlena to open her eyes, her hands clutching her mother's as she grapples with the uncertainty of the moment. The incident sends ripples through the gathered crowd, with whispers of worry spreading among Salem's residents. Marlena, a pillar of strength and wisdom in the community, now lies vulnerable, her fate hanging in the balance. This dramatic turn not only heightens the stakes for the Evans Black family but also sets the stage for a deeper exploration of Marlena's resilience and the bonds that tie her to those she loves. The mystery surrounding Marlena's collapse deepens as the episode hints at an urgent need for medical attention. Sources close to the storyline suggest that Marlena's condition is no mere fainting spell but a complex health crisis that demands immediate investigation at Salem University Hospital. The hospital, a recurring backdrop for the town's most pivotal moments, will likely become the setting for tense scenes as doctors race to uncover the cause of her ailment. Could this be tied to the stress of recent events, or is there a more sinister force at play? The show's writers have masterfully woven an air of suspense, leaving viewers to ponder whether Marlena's collapse is a plot twist involving foul play or a natural consequence of her tireless dedication to her family and patients. As Belle and her loved ones rally around Marlena, the narrative promises to delve into themes of vulnerability and the strength found in familial unity. Meanwhile, the return of Susan Banks, portrayed with quirky charm, injects a burst of intrigue into the episode. Susan's arrival in Salem is no coincidence. She steps back into the fray with a mission to aid Johnny DiMera, played by Carson Boatman, whose life is entangled in a high-stakes trial. Susan, known for her eccentric personality and psychic gifts, is poised to play a pivotal role in Johnny's defense. Her reappearance is sparked by news of Marlena's ordeal, but her true purpose lies in supporting Johnny, who faces accusations tied to the shooting of E.J. DiMera, portrayed with brooding intensity by Dan Feuerriegel. Susan's belief in Johnny's innocence drives her to tap into her otherworldly abilities, seeking visions or insights that could unmask the true culprit behind the crime. Her psychic endeavors promise to add a layer of supernatural suspense to the courtroom drama, as she navigates the blurred lines between intuition and evidence in her quest to clear Johnny's name. At the heart of the episode lies a poignant farewell at the Horton house, where Doug Williams III prepares to leave Salem. His departure is marked by a significant gesture, the return of a cherished necklace belonging to Julie Williams. The necklace, a symbol of the Horton family's enduring legacy, had mysteriously vanished from the hotel safe, sparking speculation among fans. It appears Doug, in a moment of stealth and determination, retrieved the precious heirloom, ensuring it finds its way back to Julie's hands. The weekly preview video captures a tender sequence where Julie, initially seen without her beloved necklace, proudly wears it once more as Doug bids her goodbye. This act of restitution is more than a plot point. It's a testament to Doug's complex journey toward redemption. Julie, ever the beacon of hope, sees the potential for growth in Doug and offers words of encouragement that resonate deeply, urging him to embrace a brighter path as he leaves the town that has shaped so much of his story. The necklace's return carries profound emotional weight, serving as a narrative anchor for the Horton family's legacy. Julie's interaction with Doug is imbued with a sense of closure and possibility, as she acknowledges his capacity for change while honoring the history they share. The scene is crafted with care, highlighting Julie's grace and Doug's introspective moment of departure. As he steps away from Salem, the audience is left to wonder about the future that awaits him. Will he find peace beyond the town's borders, or will his past continue to cast a shadow? The writers have skillfully balanced this farewell with a sense of optimism, suggesting that Doug's journey is far from over, even as he exits the stage. This episode of Days of Our Lives weaves together threads of suspense, emotional depth, and supernatural intrigue, creating a rich narrative tapestry that captivates its audience. From Marlena's alarming health crisis to Susan's psychic mission and Doug's heartfelt departure, the show continues to explore the complexities of its characters' lives. Fans can expect a roller coaster of emotions as Salem's residents navigate love, loss, and the search for truth. Tune in to witness how these stories unfold, as the heart of Salem beats on with resilience and hope.